On this episode of Modern Dating Sucks, we are going to do a battle of the sexes.
Yes.
And who better to do that with than somebody you have previously dated and may or may not have boned, porked, shaken in the sheets,
Done the horizontal mambo,
the four-legged frolic, bruising the meat curtain,
dancing the goat's jig,
bam bam in the ham,
bushwhacking,
cave diving,
I put the loose noodle into the spaghetti house,
cocking the old tub,
bada boom, bada bing, bada bang,
heels to Jesus,
shellacking the old canoe,
cleaning out the cobwebs with the old boom boom.
doing the plumbing,
Boom boom. I don't know why I said it like that.
the oochie goochie,
Searching the pond for new salmon, hungry for a pork skewer,
I can't.
bumping nasties.
Wow, you're good.
Okay, make sweet, sweet love to each other. Okay, anyway, now that we got that out of the way, this is Claudio, everyone.
Hi.
This is Battle of the Sexes.
Is there a maybe?
No, what do you mean maybe? Generally speaking.
Generally speaking, yes, but if she ugly, no.
Fair enough. I'll still kiss them. I'm all over.
You're a
it.
trooper, huh?
Absolutely not.
Right?
You said no. Okay, good.
I said no, absolutely not.
Yeah,
No,
I think
there's-
that's really sticky. And I know that there's caveats, you know, they dated a long time, they dated a very short time, but I think it's always best to stay away from that.
I agree. Plus, you know, your friend's been there. Your friend, you kind of, sloppy seconds and all.
There's a lot of fish in the sea.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. You don't have to do that. Like,
No.
yeah, it's just, to me, it doesn't sit right.
Me too.
Would you date your ex's best friend? So it's just a role reversal of the other side.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, I've never done this? But I feel like, yes!
Yes,
So why is that okay? I guess because you've broken up, it doesn't work.
Because for your rule, it's fine. Like, you won't do it, but it's up to them to choose whether or not to do it.
Well, I think, okay, so what if you were dating someone and
Okay.
it doesn't work out and they're not for you,
Yeah.
but you meet their group of friends and their best friend happens to be the one. There's just this undeniable chemistry. So is that crazy if it doesn't work to do that switcheroo?
It
sounds so
but then
wrong.
you bring it to the other.
No, but that's
point.
friends. That's different. Dating a friend's ex? Because that's your friend. That's who you're close
But what I'm
with.
saying is, you put yourself in that person's shoes.
Right.
They would be dating their friend's ex. So it's not okay for them, but it's okay for you.
Right.
Double
No,
standard.
it's not okay for us. It's okay for them. How are you so quick to answer that? You're such a jerk. Why?
Well, because this conversation just didn't need to continue, and they won't take no for an answer. I got guys hitting on me, and they will not stop, so I have to ghost them.
Okay,
I
there's certain reasons why ghosting is okay. If
Yes.
somebody's being inappropriate, if somebody's being aggressive, sure, ghost. But generally speaking, if it's just someone you're not interested in, I believe that ghosting is horrible and that you should always at least tell them, like, hey, I'm not interested anymore, had a good time.
I understand that. I do get that. But sometimes people, I think, are lacking conversation skills.
Sure.
So sometimes they inadvertently ghost you in the sense that they don't leave you to have, there's nothing more to continue in the conversation. So it's like, okay, just stop talking.
Okay, I feel like that's a bit different. If it's at the beginning of a conversation, it just doesn't go anywhere. When I think ghosting, I think like have gone on a date and they message you the next day saying, hey, I had a good time, and you literally disappear.
Okay,
That is
that's
ghosting to
rude.
me.
That's just rude.
So have you ever ghosted someone in the last 6 months?
So then, you said to be honest.
No, I want your honesty. And I would say the only reason I'm saying no, well, I'd like to think I have morals of some sort, but I've been cheated on. And when you've been cheated on first, you think twice because
Absolutely.
it's pretty horrible. Have you been cheated on? Yes? Man.
I used to drive her to her tutor, and I didn't realize that they were stopping.
Her and the tutor.
Yeah.
Atta girl.
Yes.
No, I don't mean that. It was a joke. But who did you stoop?
Oh, I can't remember.
Tutor?
No. It's not a recent thing. It's not. I learned my lesson over time.
Good. So now you are no longer.
Now I'm a no.
No, Claudio is not a
Now
cheater.
I'm a no.
Really? No dick pic ever?
I've never sent a dick pic.
Really?
I
Your
know.
whole life? I wonder if I have one. Never. I've never either. I'm paranoid about any of that being out on the internet. Say no to dick pics.
I don't. Again, with an exception, is if you're dating someone and you've already established that you guys want to exchange that, it's a trusted relationship, fine. I got some really good videos, but...
Yeah, when you're in a relationship,
Yes.
the question was if you've never met someone. In a relationship, sure, that's sexy.
No.
We should have wrote a maybe right on the edge of this
Right.
for Claudio, just so he
Claudio
can
needs a
answer
maybe.
everything
Claudio
in
needs
his
a maybe.
gray zone over here. Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised you said that. The older you get, the more this becomes apparent, I think.
Yes, but at the same time, you're generally not going to connect with people that you don't find attractive. But I actually just gave advice to my friend, and I said to her, she's debating between dating someone who is not physically attractive, and then she's kind of embarrassed to go out with him, but they have a really good chemistry. So I said to her, close your eyes. Would you go out with him? In a heartbeat. There's your answer.
Done. Because in the end, we all lose looks. We may gain weight. We get wrinkles. We get old. What do you have left? Is your connection, your sense of humor, your conversations.
Yep.
So to me, the older I get, looks are becoming less and less important for sure. That's why we dated each other. No, absolutely
I
not.
think about it.
No. I mean, if
I
you
people
date
do
someone
it.
and they have money, total bonus. But I've never dated someone for their money.
I make a good house husband. I can cook, clean, and build.
Ladies, cook, clean, and build,
And I
and
produce
always in
music,
the
so-
gray zone.
Always in the gray zone. Ooh.
It's a yes. I feel it.
No. I pretty
No?
much mean it. I mean it when I say it.
Yay.
No. You know what? It's there's actually a funny viral video about that, about how much women go through for that first date and how much it costs them.
Yes.
Think about it, guys. Between the waxes, between the
Waxes. Who waxes
hair,
anymore?
laser.
Yeah, laser hair removal.
Laser. So they take the
Makeup.
laser treatment, and it costs money. Anyway, it's what
Dyeing your hair and putting your makeup on, and curling your hair, straightening your hair, doing your
you
nails.
go through a lot. We just kind of done. Let's go.
It's true.
So pick up the tab. First date. Show you're a gentleman.
What about the second date?
Usually.
There's no rule?
You know what? There's no real rule. It's like once you establish a relationship, like once you establish a rapport, not a relationship, a rapport, right? You kind of figure that out, and then the girl's going to want to volunteer to do it as well, because that's just the dynamics of the relationship. But in the beginning, first time.
Okay, here's a question. If the girl doesn't lean in for her wallet and offer on the first date, is that a no-no, or are you okay with that?
I don't like it, and I prefer to pay on the first date.
You
But
don't like it when she leans in to offer?
Yeah, I'm like, why are you even offering? But I sometimes do, I have done this 50-50. If there's no connection and we're just kind of friendly, it's okay, 50-50 split and away we go.
So I've heard guys who are upset if they don't offer. They don't expect them to pay, but they want them to offer so they know that they're being polite.
I get it, but not on the first date.
Right. I'm gonna stop reaching for my wallet then. No, not even about your height, about anything. You're tall. You don't really need to lie about your height. Your job,
Why would I
anything?
lie? No.
No, a lot of people do.
I have female friends and they tell me guys lie all the time. This one's a big no for me. Why would you lie? Like, put it all out there and let them decide.
I agree. They're gonna meet you and learn the truth anyway, right? So like to me, using sounds like they don't know, they're in the dark and you are literally using them for that. If it's an arrangement where you know it is just physical, then I think that's a little bit different.
Okay.
So no?
So yeah.
A hard yes.
Not in my world.
Every once in a while, you'll get this little sliver of chivalry, and it's very nice.
Not in my world.
But generally speaking, are you less romantic now than you were, say, 5 to 10 years ago?
No, I'm.
Flowers? When's the last time you brought flowers? He's gonna write the smallest maybe on the side of the board. Not the game! You lose! Absolutely not. Sense of humor is so big in my world that I would take somebody who's funny over wealth any day.
I agree. You can't, like, if you were talking, I'd rather talk to a wall than not have a sense of humor. It's almost, like, I'm a dork. I need someone that can kind of get that.
To spend a lifetime with a boring rich person?
Where's the pool boy?
Where's the pool boy?
Why'd you look at my answer before answering?
Because I was just curious. I knew what my answer was. This, to be honest, is one that I'm going to be on the gray zone.
I agree, but I'm going with yes.
I think they can be friends, but I think that I think it's harder for men to be friends with women and to stay in that zone than it is for women. I think once we put our label on you and you're a friend,
I completely
it's harder for
disagree.
us.
I have a hard time women staying friends with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would agree. Okay, so we're gonna agree that it's kind of a gray zone. I think we can be friends, but sometimes it gets complicated, yeah?
It does get
I
complicated.
feel like you either need to make out, get over it, and then go back to being friends, or you just need to communicate openly about it and move on and go back to being friends. But usually something happens, something takes place.
I agree. But yeah, and every situation is different.
Yes!
It's can be fun,
But it
but
sucks.
it sucks.